Raphael, my friend, good evening. How you doing? Thank you for coming, man. I was almost not supposed to stream, but I'll do an hour or two max. Because I had to do a lot of stuff off stream today with a bunch of the other things. So yeah, so I fixed a pretty good, man. I was working a lot on use AGV form, so I had to. I used a lot of time today to fix a lot of things in this library. So there's one more thing that I'll probably gonna do tomorrow. But now it's almost awesome. But it was very complex in some scenarios, so I had to do it off stream. Okay, so what I want to actually do today very quickly is I want to set up this. I was just researching a little bit. And I want to do the, what's it called? Give me 2 seconds. What the hell is happening? One moment. What do we have here? We have this and this. Okay, great. What I want to do is, what was it? React. Shit. What was it? One tab. Display one tab. Yeah, exactly. So this thing, yeah. So I will definitely use this as an official component for our library, right? So what we're going to do today very quickly is we will actually add this dependency as our actual dependency. Interesting. All right, cool. So this is going to be our official. This is going to be our official package. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, it's okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to our, where is this project? Yeah, that's good. We're gonna go to our components, inputs, and we're gonna create here, what is this? Date time, right? Date time. And then we'll basically use this crap, right? So let's so let's find something that we can start with. No, that's not what I want. Input time. That's very good, man. That means you had I haven't gone to the gym today. I had a lot of stuff to do, but I'm gonna go in the morning. I was supposed to go today. Time. Select time, okay, let's see. Okay, very nice. So this is what we need. This is superb. Wow. Okay, this is pretty awesome. So this is kind of this can be our base for this, right? So let's say here const date time. Let's just start simple, right? Let's import this, what we just installed, right? Export default date time. Nice, okay. Let's do FC here. What the fuck happened there? Makes no sense, okay? Okay. We're gonna create a story here instantly for this fella. So we're gonna say actually, you know what? So what I'm gonna do, yeah, that's a bit weird. Actually, you know what? No. Give me 1 sec. Or maybe that was fine. Let's just do it like this. And then we will actually, our own component is going to be called date picker. Okay. Okay, let's create a story. Let's rename this to date picker. Let's create a date picker stories TSX. Let's copy one of the existing stories. Let's call this date picker. Date picker. We'll clean that up. Date picker, blah blah blah. Cool. What do we need? We need let's rename this to selected date maybe. Let's move this type. Let's create an interface. Let's create a types here. So let's say types TS. Let's say export interface date picker props. Let's do this, right? Cool. Let's import that bad boy. Now, if I take a look at some of the existing base inputs we have, right, we need to mimic that behavior, right? So all of my inputs have the header and other things, right? So that's what we're gonna kind of mimic here as well. So we're gonna have the input header in there as well. So we're gonna wrap this in another div or whatever. We're gonna have this, and then input header props. So what I can do actually here for this given interface, right? I can say input header. I can just say header and import that, right? Yeah. And then over here we can say header and then say header. Cool. Cool. How am I dealing with an on change with other things? Yeah, we have a name and value, right? Yeah. Value is going to be a date, right? And label is going to be a string. And I think actually here we have name, value, max as well. Yeah, we'll see about that. I see. Okay. Sure. Marullo, my friend, good evening. Cool. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay, super. So now we can start actually testing what we've just done here. Let's get rid of that crap. What do we have here? Header. We need to make that optional. So that's not mandatory. On change selected date. So what did we name this? Selected date? Nah. I'll just call it selected instead. That's it. And I guess we could make that optional as well. Name, value, label. Actually, instead of putting this on a separate object like this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spread that. So we're not going to do it like this. So we're going to say, hey, it's this type, and this type as well, right? So it's like this. So we can actually say, I believe, can't we do something like this? No. All right, I'm probably fucking up the syntax here. No, or maybe let's just try the extents, right? And then I guess if we remove the value from here, name and label, then we'll just inherit the rest of this stuff, right? Yeah. So here now, in our mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so now over here, we can say and change. We can say name, whatever, date, time. I guess selected should technically be optional as well, right? Yeah, it should. Okay, cool. We can just actually do it like this. Or we could technically just say here to be more explicit, right? And then over here, we can say, hey, sure. Okay, so in theory, we should have something working now. Date picker. Let's see. All right, great. And we're missing, I think, when we install this library, I think we missed to include their official CSS file, which we will then obviously have to override, right? Yeah, here's their CSS, right? Yeah, sure. Date picker, cool. Let's just smack this bad boy here. And we should have hopefully something better now. Yeah, there we go. Cool, something better. Okay. So now we have something to work with. Cool. Let's actually go to our story. And let's have a state in here. So const, const, yeah, sure. Cool. Let's just say that selected is date. And let's say here, I mean, I shouldn't need to cast this, right? Okay, I mean, let's just be a little bit more pedantic here. Something like that, right? So now that should technically work. Yes, nice, okay. Thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. All right, so that's very nice. That's I like it so far. So far we're doing well. Okay, so that's pretty clean there. Date format and stuff. Obviously, we'll need to support this. We want this to be as generic as it possibly can be. So time format and all of these kind of options we wanna abstract some of the things, but not too many things. So actually, what we could say to be a little bit clever here, we could separate the base props onto the base object itself, right? So I guess calendar props would be something. Could be, there seems there's shit tons of stuff here. But I would like to separate my own props from the library built-in ones, right? So we have the date picker props, which is probably their own, yeah. So let's call this date picker props, which is my own. Right. Then we're gonna import, or let's just say date picker props. Import date picker props. Yes. Oh, so nice. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, great. So then we can go here and we can just say date picker props is this. Ah, so nice. Okay. And that can be optional, meaning, yeah, we don't really need to pass all of that. Grgo, good evening, buddy. Good, man. How are you? So here I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Let's just have date picker props. And we're going to spread those, right? Give me 1 second. Let's see, what is it complaining about? Thank you for coming, man. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Is there any advice for someone who is contemplating dropping out of a software engineering degree? Any advice? Any advice for someone who is dropping out of the software engineering degree? I mean, my advice would be go for it and don't go for it depending on some other variables, right? If you want to build web pages, like web apps, and if you want to be a programmer, then you certainly don't have to have a degree. Some of the best developers I met in my life, they never finished CS degree. Now, to say that having a degree is useless would also be highly inaccurate and unfair. So going to university is very nice if you can afford it, because you're going to learn so many other skills: how to work with people, how to learn, how to study, how to, you're gonna get a lot more, and you're gonna learn some things that you will probably not learn in the same way alone, right? But if you want to just build what I'm building now, or like at least in this stream today, you don't necessarily need to pay high fees in university, because you're not going to learn this at university anyway. But you would need to give me a little bit more data to be able to give you. I cannot give you such a serious advice without having any knowledge about you and what your motivation is, and why are you considering to make such a drastic change, right? What is the version of the storybook you're using? I honestly don't know. 8.4. 8.4, yeah. All right, so let me just see what is this guy complaining about, because this clearly... My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Thanks for asking. Oh, it's maybe complaining about the date argument, the first argument there. Nah. So parameters date and date are incompatible. What? Type date null is not assignable to type date. Wow. Okay. Okay. That is fun. That is fun. What? Breaking into the field was always a dream of mine, but lately with layoffs, I've been feeling down. I don't think you should be looking at these layoffs, right? That's a very depressing way to look at these things. You're probably also highly influenced by influencers and YouTubers and Twitch streamers. Don't be, right? Just because there are layoffs doesn't mean that you shouldn't study computer science and that you will not have a job, right? That's ridiculous. Economy is not a linear thing. It's not a constant. Economy goes up and down, and there certainly is going to be a massive lack of engineers for many years to come, right? So just because there's some layoffs, let's just be precise here. Just because there are some layoffs, there's also thousands of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs out there, and companies looking for right. C1, good evening. So that's not the right mentality. That's not the right mentality. You definitely don't want to have that mentality, such as, oh, there are layoffs now, blah blah blah, right? There have always been layoffs, and they have always been things which were turbulent in this community. That doesn't mean that you should not be striving for your dream, right? That's crazy. So don't do that to yourself, right? Chica, good evening. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just need to fix this. I don't want to waste time on this crap. I want to finish this very fast. So I don't know what is this guy complaining about. This is... I've been in this industry for 20 years almost actively, and the biggest problem we all got in this industry is that we got very spoiled. It used to be very instant to get a job at certain times. And just because it might not be exactly the same like that anymore, it doesn't mean that it's still not amazing, right? It's still absolutely amazing. It's just not maybe as, yeah. What the fuck, man? I don't get this. Is there something wrong with this unchanged? No, I don't think so. I think that's fine. Oh, because this is a... I see what's happening. Okay. Yeah, that's really weird, actually. So it's because of this fellow over here, right? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, wait a minute. All right, let's forget about that. I'm not going to waste fucking time on that. No chance. Okay. Let's just not do that like that. Okay. So let's just say So let's just maybe extend them then gradually. As I use this library, we just extend it gradually, right? It doesn't matter. So we'll say string. Give me 1 second. Ah, shit. It's we're inside of an interface now. Okay. That is don't ever allow yourself to embrace such a very pessimistic, very depressing point of view on things, right? That is deeply concerning, right? I don't. You should not allow yourself to mentally be so affected by what community says, right? Internet is not a place that you should trust too much, right? Because you're listening on the media and on YouTube and these influencers, whatever is currently good to talk about to increase engagement, clicks, views, average durations, and shit like that, right? So it should not be really should be careful about that sort of stuff in life, right? Because you're gonna be very sad for the most part, right? Just man, yeah. Just study what you like, and that's what it is. I'm not using Next.js, no. I'm using Fastify. I'm using proper decoupled front end and back end. Using just plain React on the front end and Fastify, Redis, Postgres, like a real infrastructure hosted by me. I don't use these highly and overly polluted tools. They introduce a lot more trouble than the problems they solve. Fuck, I actually always forget to pin the platform here. Jesus Christ. Date format. Yeah, okay. So let's mag these defaults over there. It's very nice. All right, beautiful. So that's very good. String or number is not assignable to number of undefined. Oh, okay. I see. Cool. Okay. So let's take a look at the storybook. Stuff should still work, and yeah, that's great. So now we have a base. That's nice. Let's go to the story. Let's pass. Let's say, hey, I want you to enable show time. That's great. And now we can just style this very quickly. So let's just talk to our OpenAI. Just I don't want to spend any time on this crap. So let's get over here. Magic, exactly. Let's get over here. Yeah, so that's the name. Okay, so let's say let's style using Tailwind classes. Let's see if we can get some very quick help so we can add this to our core library. Yeah, import the CSS. Okay, okay, oh, nice, man. They do. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's what happened here? Okay. Nice, man. Okay, very nice. Okay, we'll just actually, let's just grab all of this garbage here. And let's just smack it here, and then we'll improve, we'll prettify, right? So let's just Let's just see what happens when we do this, just so we can save some time. Did actually anything get styled? Ah, okay. And we need to append our Yale prefix here, right? In front of all of them. So let's try that. Yale, 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 Yale. Because this is our core library that I built, so we need to, because of CSS merging and other crap. I don't remember if I'm supposed to append it here on the focus or inside. I don't remember. Okay, great. So that's work. So border, is there a BG somewhere? Okay, let's say BG Yale BG primary background color. So let me just find my own things. Okay, nice, it works. Super. Okay, let's just append these things. This shit. And then we'll give it to the AI and just tell it to do it. We'll give it our core styles and stuff. I'm not gonna... Yeah, and we're obviously missing some classes. Highlight class. Is there calendar icon name? Popper class name. Let's just say Yale Rose 500. Let's just learn what are the classes here that we can actually override. Pop over time class name, year, month, wrapper class name. Yeah, probably that's what we want, right? So we want to add a BG to that, I suppose. Let's see. No, not really. Okay, what is this element? Or is this the month one? Yeah, I see. Let's say month class name. Where's my border? All right, so this expects a function. So let's try. Can I just return a string like this? Yeah, I can. Calendar class name. Okay, yeah, there we go. So this is the input, okay. All right, so let's just actually just nuke everything. Just keep it simple, just so we can target the correct things, right? So I'll just remove all of the shit except the core stuff. Day class name. So this is very nice. So this is very nice that we can do conditional logic styling wise, it seems, with this library. So that's good to know maybe for the future. For now, we actually don't care. We don't care about any of that. We'll just want to see how we can quickly style this crap, right? Yale BG primary color. So how we can... What other class names do we have? Class name, time class name. Okay. So let's do the same there. Nice. Calendar, year class name, week. Yeah, let's just append them all. Calendar icon class name. Wow. They have what? Okay. Nice. So we're... Seems we can target them. Okay, this actually doesn't exist. All right, so what did we manage to style so far? This crap, right? But we're missing a bunch of other shit. So how do we style that? Did the robot tell us? Did it give us anything meaningful? No, not really. Okay, so let's try to figure out. Maybe let's read their documentation as well. I guess that wouldn't be too dumb, would it? We could also actually inspect the CSS as well and see what they apply these classes to. Style. So let's go here. All right, let's go to node modules. What is this library called? React data picker. Cool. React date picker. Distribution src. Date picker, the CSS module. This is the SCSS file. I see. Oh, I see. Cool. Well, actually, that's quite shitty. I wish that they used the CSS custom CSS properties. That would have been better. But I don't think that they do. Okay, interesting. So what do we have to do then? Do I really have to target some of these things just old-fashioned way? I hope not. Let's see. So what is this element? Header. Okay, so if we go somewhere, I guess over here, header, render custom header. Oh, I see. Cool. That's yeah, that's I'm just trying to smack random stuff. Okay. Oh, I see. So this is so we can have our custom header, but doesn't solve it for us, does it? We still need we need to style this part. Month container. Oh, we have the month container, and then we have this. So is it maybe that we have to override some of these things, just append important in front of it? Maybe try that. No, not quite. Okay. Months class. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty awesome what they've done with this library. It offers a lot of stuff, but it doesn't make the most apparent stuff something that one would ask too apparent at all. Like, why can't we now style these things? Wait a minute. That's so weird. Yeah, there's nothing that even inherits from anything here. So how do we style that shit, man? Oh, I see. So that's styling that guy, okay? Calendar class name. Not just append random things to it. That styles that guy there, okay? Day class name. Let's append the green here, okay? That styles that, sure. Wrapper class name, okay? So that styles this thing in here. I think let's say yellow. No, not really. Okay. All right, actually, you know what? Let's just do style using Tailwind. There has to be someone that has done this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he's used all the apply directives. I mean, that's not terrible, right? But I think now this is, yeah, 3 years old, so no. Tailwind CSS date picker. Yeah, this is, I believe, just date, right? Yeah, never mind. All right, never mind. It's okay. Well, I mean, worst case, I'm just trying to figure out if this is doable via props. If not, then it's okay. We'll just it's just a little bit weird. Month container. Yeah, okay. Well, fuck it. That's what it is, right? So let's just create date picker date. Let's just create style SCSS in here. Jesus Christ. All right, and let's import it here. Sure. And let's just say here, apply, yel, bg background color. What? Really? Kidding me, bro? I mean, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. Let's just use this, write the CSS file. Who cares, right? We don't actually care about Sass at all. Okay, give me 2 seconds. All right, cool. Okay, so there's something that has high precedence somewhere that's overriding this crap. I see. Okay. Fair enough. we really need to style this. I mean, we obviously can't stay with this crap, right? So we unfortunately have to style it, right? All right, so there we go. All right, I see. So weird. Okay. I see. Okay. Le Pen, thank you very much for the follow, man. I just want to try this. Yeah, there's so many of these fucking things, man. They're ridiculous. So they're using BAM. Okay, I see. All right. Cool. Okay. Give me 1 second. Where's our storybook? Over here, yeah. Popper. Okay, so this shit maybe has... No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, so this guy... I see. Okay. I see. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Like fuck, yeah. So let's do all these crazy resets. Then we'll make this actually look decent at the end of this. I assume that this guy, no. Some guy, this guy, no. something here has a border radius. No. Wow, okay. Okay, nice. That hides that crap. Okay, now that kind of makes it less shitty. No, not really. I see. Okay, cool. I see. So we have these list items. There's shit tons of them here. Then we have unordered list, which potentially might have, or something in here has a background. Yeah, this guy, okay. So we need to target these assholes one by one. And we'll do that as well. And then here, I guess this guy has an overflow as well, right? Maybe. I think so. Yeah, let's see. Let's try here. While overflow hidden, just to see if that's the guy. No, so that's not where the overflow is. Okay. So let's find where it is. So where is this scroll? That's what we care about. Where is that, right? Overflow hidden. No, okay. Here. Overflow hidden. No. Overflow hidden. No. Okay. Here. Overflow hidden. Yes. Nice. So it's this thing. Okay. Sure. So let's say here apply. We're going to say Yale overflow hidden just to test it. And we actually, yeah, we can see that it's now gone. And then I think we have some scroll bar logic somewhere else. Yeah, here for our select. So I think what we can do technically, yeah, we're not using SCSS here, so we'll just yeah, we'll need to do something like, actually I don't know why are they, so we'll do that, and we'll do that thing, right? Oops. Cool. Actually, let's just nuke it like this, right? And let's comment it out. And we also have these quotes, which are wrong. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, now the scroll bar is a little bit better. We can see it kind of fits our style better. that I like. So it's starting to look like something at least. What I don't like is that. Sure. Okay. Where's our custom CSS properties? Where do I keep that? I absolutely have no idea. It's over here. Okay. So what if I do this? No. What if I do this very quickly? Yes, nice. Okay, so but do I want that though? I don't know. I don't think so. No. What I do want whatsoever is that's a bit weird. So why is it adding the padding only to this side? Padding X. What if we do margin X? Nah, okay. Alright, let's not mess with that. Seems a little bit convoluted there. Okay, where's this hover coming from? So if we select one of these assholes here and say hover, what is the hover class? Okay, so it's this guy here. I see. I see. Okay. Alright, the only thing I dislike is this kind of offset due to this scroll bar, I believe. Yeah, so I don't know how to fix that. There's a little, at least a visual kind of glitch there. Okay. And then we have this active thing, I guess. There's a way to style that shit as well. Selected. Okay, cool, great, superb. So we'll do that as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Time. October, okay. Alright, so let's keep on just smacking this bullshit. So current month, I guess, would be the next. So we're gonna say text maybe white here. Yeah. And then also for the months, day name, okay. All right, cool. All right. All right. Mm. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why is this being pushed to the right? So stupid, man. Guess it's dynamically calculated or something. Alright, cool. Let's design this shit. Can I actually pass my own input as a children there and then we're done with that? Does it take some children or something? Time intervals. No, this, wait a minute. Oh, interesting. So what if I give it a, do something like this? Oh, so it's the children actually in, I see. It's kind of putting shit inside of it. Okay, never mind. We don't want that. I more thought, does it have some components or something? No. Okay, fine. It's okay. Okay. Sure. Then we'll do this. Okay. Let's figure out how to target these ugly borders. Border. Yeah. Header. Okay. All right. Actually, I like that. I like that pretty much. Yeah. And then lastly, this border is probably coming from this left component, right component. That's at least, yeah, I think it's coming from here. Yeah, it is. It is, sure. And it's the left one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, did that actually work? Yale border left, not right. Yes, there we go. And what is the color we used up here? 50. Yeah, maybe we should use 20 there as well. Yes, I think that's better. Okay, it's starting to look not disgusting at least. Let's see these arrows. I guess we can change them, but it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, let's inspect these individual guys. There's some super strange border here. What the hell is that? Or, yeah, look at that. What is this shit here? What the fuck is that? It's almost like there's some active state or something. Okay, well, that's weird. All right, what else do we got? We got this crap here. These like arrows. Can we disable that immediately? So what is it called? Arrow or something. Arrow. Show popper arrow. False. Awesome. So yeah, we're getting rid of this crap, right? So I guess we're saying, okay. Now we want to be able to, what is this time shit here? Time input label. All right, no, that's not the one. Time. Show time caption. Custom time input. Show time select only. Oh, I see. Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's clever. Okay, so I see. Time class name. So how do we change the layer? Is this, I guess this would be a label, right? Header. Time header. Oh, this is a custom header. I see. What about the time one? Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. Sachian, I'm sorry. It is time input label. Time input. Time input label. Oh, nice. Let's try. Nice. But yeah, I don't see it being changed here. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I don't see it being changed here. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's just that I don't see it changed, right? It's supposed to be this, right? This thing here, right? Time class name show time select only custom time input show time caption. Ah, okay, so here it is. So that's how you disable the caption, right? Okay, so I suppose cap I mean, this is not disgusting. In fact, I actually prefer it this way. Ah, interesting. Ooh, okay. So now we're talking. Good. Okay, well that's pretty good actually. No, this is very good. This is very good. Okay, so we just actually let's actually. I mean, we have to, unfortunately, probably worth a blog post or something. Probably worth writing a blog post about this. So let's just say here BG rows 500 just to see are we targeting the right thing. Rows 500, right? Yes, okay, we are. Beautiful, right? So let's just say here BG width full. Nice, okay. So now, because we're talking about the time box, what if I now say apply Yale PX1? Okay, give me a second. No, yeah, nah, not quite yet, but it's good. So I think we probably want to do it. maybe here on the container itself, right? So this, no, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We do want the border, but we want to say apply Yale px1 importance. And then here we want to say Yale px0. Okay, so yeah, so that's not quite the element we want to apply this shit to, right? Maybe it's here where we want to set it to 0. Because I want to just make sure that it looks the same when we hover, right? So if I say Yale PL1, yeah, I mean, you could say in theory that that looks a little bit better now. At least it looks similar on both sides, right? Let's see. Or in fact, if we say, let's just reset all of the other potential paddings that might exist. Let's seek for them. Time container. Yeah, that's a border, so that's okay. All right, let's not lose our sleep about this detail. I think it's okay for now. It's okay for now. Now, how the hell do we make this guy full height? Because once we remove this caption, so where do we smack the full height thing? Or let's say instead of full height, let's say let's actually do one super random thing. All right, so that kind of does work, right? No, so that's not gonna work, obviously, right? So it's a little bit weird that they're not dynamically calculating the height in this. Like if that's hidden, I would expect it to just, like, it's so weird that they left this gap in here. Like that makes absolutely no sense, right? Yeah, that is really, really strange. Okay. Right. Time container. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't. It's fine. I guess we'll just give up on that immediately. Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to solve it, right? Don't take me wrong. I just don't want to. I want to do very little, right? We're just adding this thing to our core library for a program network. I want to do as little as I can. I always want to do as little as I possibly can. So can I use computed styles and do a bunch of stuff? Sure, right? But I ideally don't want to do that. I don't want to be dealing with that, right? I don't want to be dealing with that. I just want to see if they provide a way to do it, right? And they obviously don't, which kind of sucks. Ironically, also, I don't know how to actually change the time here. It's so weird. It's so strange. Like it's the most popular library in the whole community for date, right? So it's weird that it's yeah, time caption. They claim it's time caption, right? But is it really? I don't think so. Yeah, actually it is. Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. Sorry. All good, all good. Okay, I pull that one back. I was an asshole. Time caption. So we just, yeah, it's okay. We just didn't pay attention to that. It's fine. Time. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's acceptable, right? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. What was the class? User select none, right? So let's go here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a, yeah, sure. Let's not complain. There's no point in complaining, right? Nobody likes a complainer. So what is this? This is called time header. I mean, actually, oops, we forgot this fella, right? Nice. Okay, we've just disabled highlighting globally. That's amazing. Very good. Okay. Sure. Give me 1 second. All right, I mean, it's starting to look not disgusting for sure, and that's good, right? It's starting to look like our own style. We also know, oh, what is this? Oh, keyboard selected, really? Oh, okay, I see. That's nice. Okay, so they have accessibility covered and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's not useful now. I guess this one is. I see. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, yeah. We can't make it the same color. It has to be different, right? So let's just do 50% of the main color, right? Maybe 70%. You can also see this focus, right? If we enable the focus here, or active focus, what is it? So focus visible. So I guess we can also come here and say focus visible. I see. All right, so there's some of these shitty styles which very simple. We just need to target them. Let's not maybe go super crazy about that. But yeah, we need to do that because there's a bunch of these focus, and you can see. So this is now keyboard selected one, but when we leave this one, this is so there's kind of need to find a way, I guess, to. I mean, let's do an CSS anti-pattern here. Right, it's just it's an anti-pattern, but we'll just do you know for now. I mean, yeah, that's really shitty for accessibility for people with disabilities. Or we can just say while outline, is there like, yeah, but we can't do that, right? I mean, let's just do it like this and then write a to do here. This degrades the, and also accessibility, and target each focus hover individually. Okay, this is just so we speed up a bit. Ah, shit, what is this? Yale is my own programmer network UI library I wrote. So it's just Tailwind CSS tooling allows you to prefix. You can automate this in Tailwind config, where you can tell the Tailwind that your CSS classes are always. So you can pass this prefix to a Tailwind config, and then Tailwind will expect all of your Tailwind classes to have a prefix. This is so I avoid collision between other Tailwind things. So when I'm using my library now with Programmer Network, for example, right, I can also use other Tailwind related things and they will work, right? So they will not collide. Yeah, that's very nice. That is very nice indeed. I agree. Oops. So nice. Nice. The hover color looks so similar to the selected color. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, we're doing the majority of the work now. We're not going to perfect everything, right? It's okay. We just need to do, as I always tell my wife when she's helping around the house and stuff, always do the most amount of work and then do the details. She's a pharmacist, so she often falls short to doing the details up front and then not finishing anything. So let's just do the base. Let's just do as much as we can, and then we do the prettifying and shit like that. So you're absolutely right. It's just these UX things, they require a lot of time. None of this is technically advanced or anything. It's just it's very you know. So let's yeah. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. I just you know, it's almost 1 a.m. here, so I really just wanna daily code. Hey buddy, good to see you. Okay, so this is acceptable on a level that's, yeah, as I always say, it's not disgusting. No, this is my own UI library. I don't use for Programmer Network. I have built my own library, and it's mostly composed of my own components, and this is wrapping another component. Phil, I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. I also actually find that a lot more fun, to be honest. Actually, just FYI, if you want to contribute to this Yale, or I've written a lot of amazing components for this library, so this is also, it's open source, just FYI. So you can also find it there. It's very simple to use, and if you take a look at, have shared a lot of knowledge there. Also, you have an amazing TipTap setup, arguably maybe one of the best TipTap setups that you can find on the internet. If you go into SRC, components, inputs, and if you find TipTap here, I've done super awesome work with TipTap. So if you need also rich text editing and stuff, I have exposed all of that there. This is actually the organization. I wrote a bunch of stuff for there. Okay, so yeah, this is to some degree acceptable. We don't need to unit test this one because we are wrapping merely the open source library, and so let's trust that they have written the tests. So this one we are not going to duplicate the tests because we haven't done anything significant here other than writing this this shit, right? Let's just tell the AI to reorder this for me. Okay, cool. Let's just make sure that it still looks decent, and it does. Nice, very nice. Okay, that is cool. That is acceptable level of quality for now. Okay, that's great. Super. All right, let's see. So, does the sufficient version now allows us to do the other feature, the meetup stuff in Programmer Network? So, can we give it a default value? We can. Can it give us the value out of the calendar? It can. Okay. Can we give it some formats and stuff, some basic stuff? Right now, we can. Yeah. In that case, I find this to be acceptable. Let's go here and let's export this as, what did we name it? Date picker. Date picker. Okay. It's been a while since I deployed this library. It's been a while. Did I have to do something special with the core types? I don't remember. I think I did. Yeah, I think I had to do this import as what was it? Date picker from. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I think that suffices. If I actually go to where is it? Yale. How do I deploy this? Okay, did I? Man, I wrote too many of these things I don't remember anymore. Do I have a CI for this, or do I deploy locally? No, I have a CI for this. Nice, nice. Okay, so that is automated, and I suppose I'm releasing the version every time. Oh, actually, yeah, that's good. So we need to create a new. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Super. Okay, that's great. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yeah. All right, cool. That's great. So we need to bump this then, right? So we need to bump the version. Oh, really? What? Really? When did I do this? Oh, I see. Actually, I don't see. Ah, it's because of this. I see, I see. Yeah, it's because I guess I'm exporting it from the inputs, but then I'm also trying to export it from here, right? There is any technical reason to build your custom UI from scratch instead of, in 99% of the cases, there's no reason, no. So as I always say, if you're trying to build a company, a startup, a real product where you're investing your money, and you need to ship fast and fail fast, you would be better off shooting yourself in the face than building your own custom library. So in such instance, you would never want to do that. In instances of these, like this use case here, where I'm building a platform very long term, I'm going to be doing this platform for years probably, like based on all the things we can do and we want to do, it does make sense, yes, because I fully control every single component and I can tailor it fully to my own needs, right? And I know inside out how everything works, right? So you get convenience of knowledge versus speed and being to, I cannot pronounce that, but you get what I have here is amazing in one way, but also, of course, it takes time to build these things. The thing is, let me show you how these things work in reality, right? I'm working alone, yeah. Let me show you how this works in reality. And this is literally based on two decades almost of experience working in startups since 2007. Let me show you how this works in general. And this is, I'm sure that some of you might find yourselves in here, in this story I'm going to tell, or this example. So this is how it works, right? You start a company. And when you start a company, a startup, right? And keep in mind, as we know, 80 to 90% of companies, aka startups, fail, right? So when you start a digital company, you have very little money, right? So what you do in general, you pick a UI library and a framework. You pick basically something, you pick something opinionated. because you have to, right? This is in the beginning, right? Because in the beginning you don't have a designer. Designer comes later in time during when you get funding and stuff. So generally at the start, when it's just you, the founder, the CTO, and hopefully one more guy, what do? Well, you just need to build really fast, right? So you find some library, some solid set of components that can bootstrap your startup, right? And then you start a company. At one point in time, you raise money, and this is typically where issues occur with UI teams, right? At this point in time, founders are going to say, okay, well, we have money, we got it, so we can hire people. We can hire people that can help us build this product faster, better, etc., etc. So a front-end guy joins here, and he inherits some opinionated library, right? And this is where I've seen many times in many companies where I worked, this is where the trouble arises. So at this point in time, maybe you're using, I don't know, this thing that you call MUI or Bootstrap or any of the 17 trillion solutions, right? But these solutions are very opinionated, right? So, I mean, they're amazing for when you started using them, but now you have your own opinions. Now you no longer want MUI to look like MUI. You want it to look like, whatever your product is called, myproduct.com. MUI now has to look like myproduct.com. Fuck MUI. I don't want this generic bootstrap type of feeling, right? So this developer, this poor front-end guy who just got a job there, poor front-end fella, he starts making MUI looking like my product. So he takes MUI and he's like, okay, MUI, I'm gonna try to make you look as my product, right? myproduct.com. And this is where usually issues arise. You now start overriding styles. You start abstracting away components, abstraction over abstraction over abstraction, and then your front-end sucks ass, right? Because you have so much stuff built on top of the platform that's not supposed to support this. It's supposed to support this, right? So when we talk about going back to your original question, when we talk about using existing library versus building your own, at one point in time, it starts boiling down around this. Now you are at the time where you want that thing to look like something else, and you need to make a decision with your front-end team. How do we migrate from this thing, for example, or some UI library? How do we migrate this to our own stuff, right? And then you with your team, you as a tech lead, team lead, CTO, you make a plan on how to migrate component by component from some UI library, right, to your own thing. So the answer is there's no right or wrong. It's just right or wrong depends on the time, place, etc., right? Both solutions exist and they have to exist. And as you can see, if you're a very young company, of course you don't want to build your own library, but once you get to a certain place in time, you absolutely must build it, right? So that is how it works. NSD, good evening, my friend. How are you? Tailwind has changed a lot of things indeed, and that's why Tailwind is really good, is because the Tailwind is probably the closest, most natural way to write CSS. 2 decades ago, or maybe a little bit longer, when I wrote CSS for the first time, CSS was all about CSS classes and IDs. We would create these reusable classes like this, that is the most, and then we would write CSS like this. Some idiots today on LinkedIn, on other platforms will tell you that no, that's not how you write CSS. You write it like this. And then you add 15 properties in here, or 25. Right? No, No. CSS was always written like this because that was very deterministic and you could create these reusable things just as Tailwind has done. They have P1 many years ago before the Tailwinds and stuff. We still did this. I had my own UI CSS utilities that I wrote that was like padding, X, padding Y. So what Tailwind is doing is nothing mind-blowing. It's the most natural way to write it. Now, of course, adding a lot of CSS classes, is it pretty? No, but it's way prettier than adding 50 different properties in here and doing that 100 times in the same project, right? So that's how it is. Yeah. All right, all tests are passing. That's fine. Dist. I just need to check the types. That's what I need to care. What was it? What is the component we just built? Date or something, right? No, crap. What was it? Dude, date, right? Yeah. Did they say anything about when React 19 is coming? To be honest, I have no idea. I'm generally not following that. I just kind of hear it somewhere and then I just migrate. I don't know. I mean, it was supposed to be out, but probably something isn't going according to plan, right? Which is why, yeah. Probably something isn't going according to the plans because, yeah, that thing was supposed to be out long ago, right? I think so, at least, if I recall. To be honest, I mean, more power to great changes, of course, no question about that, but I don't care that much, honestly. Some of these memorizations that they're going to do underneath in that React compiler, right? I don't know how I feel about that yet, to be very frank with you. I don't know how I feel about that yet, because fundamentally, yeah, I don't know. That looked very messy. When I looked at the presentation, it looked very messy, right? I mean, on the surface, in theory, it all sounds great, but at least back then, what they were doing, they were basically just looping through shit and putting everything in, just memoizing most of the things, right? Which is, I mean, how smart that is open for discussion, right? Yeah. I have no grudge against React team. React, for me, still after all these years, is by far the easiest and the best library that has been built so far. I think they have taken a really wrong direction with all of this server-side rendering. I think that's a fatal mistake. I think that's a terrible mistake. It's very actually hard for me to even, because I've been past 2 decades going through all of these cycles of things, and we have seen what happened with these monolithic hells, with all of this crap. We worked so hard for 2 decades to leave that place, right? And now we're going back to that garbage, where that gibberish is bundled into things such as Next.js and all of these crappy libraries, these frameworks that are then coupled to some of the providers and some of the tooling and stuff. I think that the main premise of React initially was simplicity, right? And doing one thing right, which is rendering a component and managing its state, right? Now they're, I don't know, I'm not going to pretend I'm smarter than the whole group of engineers at Facebook, but sometimes that does seem possible when I see the directions that they're taking. But that's just how it is. What can you do? They should be focusing on the core React, and they should allow community to use that library however they want. But they should not be interfering with the server-side rendering and shit. If other people want to build that, they can. But yeah. Kian, your work over the weekends, man. Shit, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Good evening, man. All right, so this is the bare minimum for now, and I think this is fine. Date picker component input core date picker input component. So let's push this to. I have to pull what exactly? I thought that I'm on the latest thing. Yeah, what the fuck, man? What are you talking about? Pull what? Yeah, why is VS Code lagging? Okay, so let's just make sure this is on master, and then we need to create a new tag and shit like that. So yeah, so this is just a push to master. That's fine. And then let's do let's create a tag. And which tag is this? Actually, if I go to npm, what did I deploy? Which version did I deploy last? 6 days ago. Oh, 196. Shit. So we need to do 197. Yeah, 197. All right. Cool. No, actually, we did do that. Okay, great. How do I, man? My brain is dying. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. So this should trigger my GitHub Action CI, right? Okay, it did. Very nice. And hopefully it's going to deploy it to and then we can start using it in our main core project. And let's see here if it's going to deploy. Thank you very much for your follows, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Shit. Give me a moment, please. Oh, crap. Don't tell me that. Shit. Dude, fuck, that sucks. mind. All right, cool. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. That should go fine. And let's take a look at what we have still. So yeah, that's a decent work there. It's a decent work, I think. And I really like their base thing is fine. It's lacking some things, but I think overall this is the best I could find doing my research. This was, yeah, this seemed to be the under quotes some sort of standard, and as you can see, they have shit tons of possibilities. Now, how large this library is, that is a bit yeah, that's debatable, because oh shit, no, I opened the wrong thing. Wait, I wanted to open something else. Very good. Okay, this is, I was scared about this. So they did switch to date FNS. So that's very good, because this thing is very, very obsolete. All right, let's see. Come on. Core date picker input. I mean, why is it installing nodejs for 2 minutes, man? Come on. Also today I have done these fixes on the other library, on use AJV form. So this is also fixed. I deployed new versions today. I did 3-4 deployments today here. Yeah, so that's also good now. Publish storybook. Okay, yeah, so linting is good. It's gonna publish the storybook now, and then publish to npm, and then we can go into this other project, the front end project. Is our Docker running? Nah, it's not. Okay. Let's start these Docker containers, and then try the new component in the actual project. So that's good. That should be running now, the API, right? Yes. Cool. Great. All right. Let's come on, guy. Will you deploy today, please? And actually, today I did a very interesting thing with use AJV form, this other library, right? And I was thinking, shit, man, maybe we could do the same with this thing, because with AJV form today, what I started doing, if I scroll down to the development, basically in my main front-end project, I just use the Vita alias, and I aliased directly the main source index of this library. So then when I'm developing the library, I don't even need to do the npm linking or anything like that. Whenever I change my use AJV form, which is an external library that I use in my main project, it just natively works almost as it's the part. So what I could actually do for my main project as well would be the same crap, man. That would be useful trying out now. Huh, interesting. Yeah, that would be pretty, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. So if I go here to Yale, I'll do pretty much the same, and it should kind of work, right? So I'll actually do this. What do you think about Astro? I was introduced. to be very honest with you, man, Kian, I don't know, man. I have never tried that. I just use React to build UIs. That's all. And until I find a reason to use something else, I will not use anything else. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is. I don't care about these I don't care about these tools. They don't do anything. There's no point in using them, right? They're the same shit with different name, and usually people who get excited about these things are usually students and people who actually don't have a job, and they have a lot of time wasting trying out these shitty things. I think it's very common, Phil. I think you have been there. I have been there. It's very common when you're a lot younger and when you have the time and to always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just keep trying this stuff. But once you're actually productive and building things and providing value to yourself, company, your own company, maybe, then you actually no longer care about these things, right? Because I've been, I'm sure you've been, I've been through so many of these bubbles already that at one point it just becomes ridiculous, right? There's the Astros, there's Astros of the world every single day, right? There's every 3 seconds a new UI library, right? So, but there's a reason why React and some of these things work so well for so long, is because of the adoption and stuff like that, right? And just not to repeat myself again, yeah. Was this deployed? Let me see. Use AJV form. Which one? Yale, right? Okay, 3 minutes ago. Great. Okay. So we did actually deploy it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what I'm actually going to do here, just as I did today with this, I'm going to say I want to do the dev with local AJV, but here I'm going to say with local Yale. Then I'm going to introduce a new use local Yale. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to say const use local Yale. This is kind of the hack I realized today, and I was actually pretty happy about it. So I'm going to do this spread as well here. So I'm going to say, oops. Right, super. Okay, so now I can actually just I don't need to deploy stuff, so now it's way easier for me to develop these components, try them out locally, and then push the library to. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, I'm very happy. Very good day for some tiny things that are going to increase some productivity massively when it comes to maintaining all of these extra libraries that I built for this project. So now if I do this, I should be using the actual version of Yale from my local thing, not the one installed under node modules. Yeah. Let's actually see, did I mess something up? Probably, but let's see. Oh, shit, why did it? It fucked up the path. Why? Should be programmer, network, Yale, right? Oh no, so no, not Yale, Louis GUI. My bad again. Superb. Okay, so now if we go to the meetups, to the things that I actually was supposed to work on, we go here, organize my events. Over here, I want to use this new component that we have built, right? So if I search for this, here I want to say date picker. And actually, let me reload the TS server just to make sure that this guy understands. Is it date picker? Crap. So yeah, okay, so did I not export it really from there? Probably not. Let's see. Inputs. Yeah, I actually did export the date picker from here, and then from here, and then from there. Sure. So technically it should be working, right? All right. Well, let's just forcibly try to. Oh, wait a minute. Because I have also namespaced some of these things, right? Think like programmer network. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so it's this thing here, right? Of course, this should not explode technically. No, actually, it's here. Nice, nice. Okay. So why is the TS server kind of farting out a bit here? I mean, let's reload that again. It's not picking up the type. Okay, but either way, let's just do one thing. So let's go to Yale over here, and let's PMI that. Sure. Let's reload that again. Yeah, so it's just, I might have actually just forgotten to export something. Okay, no, so now it's, yeah, now it's there actually. Wow. Yeah, that is slightly weird, but that's what it is. Okay, good. So now we have it there. Beautiful. Minimum date. So yeah, so that's like, as I said, we will forget something and it's fine, because we need to, of course, have a minimum date, right, as well. So over here we need to have, at the very least, well, yeah, we need to support that. So let's actually just do the basics. So min and max date, right? So let's go over here. So we're gonna say min date, max date, right? And then we'll do the same over here. Min date, max date. All right, cool. Let me just see if we are actually picking. Come on, man. Why are you auto completing that? What the fuck? Makes no sense. Okay. Is it picking my local version of this thing or not? No. With local Yale, so now technically it should be using my local version. September. Let's go to the storybook here very quickly. Let's create a one with min and max date, another story, and we'll simply pass it here. We'll say min date is date.now, max date is in 7 days from now. But just so we can. I thought it is. What? Ah, okay. I had a typo. Okay, cool. So let's go to the story with let's see if that works. So actually, yeah, that's good. Nice, man. So also the arrows are gone. Ah, okay. So you can see. So we need to style also these disabled states, right? Nice, nice. Okay, let's do that immediately. Super. Okay, I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to yeah. Let's actually disable these warnings for this file because it's pointless, right? What's the best JavaScript ID? There's no such thing. Such thing doesn't exist. Whatever you find comfortable. VS Code, Vim, Emacs, Visual Studio, whatever works for you. There is no best, right? I mean, that's very subjective, right? Some people will tell you that what they're using is the best, but that's why that's subjective, right? If you're a beginner, it doesn't really matter. You have way more important things to learn than IDE, right? So instead of wasting time with these tools, focus on building things. That is way better spent time than wasting time learning Vim or something which has no significant value to anybody, not even you, right? So if you want to if you're wondering what you should learn something that you can sell yourself with, and you will not go to a job interview and say, you know, I know Vim, so give me bigger salary, right? Nobody cares. So focus your time on the things that you can actually monetize and push your career with, not things which are just useless, right? I have worked with WebStorm for some time, many years ago. I use VS Code, as you can see. I use Vim sometimes if I'm for server-side stuff, for infrastructure and things. So yeah, but VS Code is for me is good enough. Sublime Text was good. Every single IDE or text editor I used, they were practically good, right? So I don't remember a single one of them. I used DevBlocks, I used Dev C++, I used so many things past 2 decades. Qt, Visual Studio, Eclipse, Emacs, you know, I've used a lot of them. Emacs is probably, after VS Code, my favorite. But once I started doing a lot of UI stuff, a lot of front end, maybe a decade ago, some of these solutions just weren't so feasible anymore, right? Because doing UI in Vim and Emacs, let's face it, is oftentimes just a struggle. Why not build it as a simple... Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Build what as a simple input? Sorry. If you're referring to a calendar being a simple input, building calendars is incredibly hard. So I'm not sure what do you mean when you say... I don't know what are you referring to when you say build what as a simple input. Okay, so basically that works, right? So let's see, is there something else that we're missing before we proceed? So we have that. Yeah, because I think this is way better user experience. That's why. Because you open the thing, you pick a date and time, and you're done. So that's why. I think user experience of this is fundamentally just better. And then time interval, right? let's test that as well. Time interval, let's say 30 minutes. Okay, good. So that also works. Ooh. Yeah, actually that does work, yeah. Okay, just a little bit weird that this is, okay. All right, well that's great. That is actually great. Okay, if we go to our main project though, I actually haven't tried it because I have this theme builder I built. Let me actually, no, give me a second. Let me switch to like different colors. Did I, no, let's say white, primary, whatever. Let's just save that. If I go to meetups, just to see, did I actually follow the pattern for that? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. So it covers that as well out of the box. Very good. Okay. Where's my UI setting? Cool. Okay. That's great. That's super. Okay. While we're here, before I do another publish to npm, doesn't actually matter. Where is this project? Yeah, that actually is not going to work because of the... Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, never mind. All right, fuck it. Let's leave it like that. That's great. I like that. So we missed that. Obviously, I have to add that right away. We need to bump this shit to 98. We need to create a new tag and blah, 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 all of that stuff. Yeah. Sure. Let's push that to master. Let's create a new tag. Tag 98. And then push to that tag's origin, right? And then we can wait until that's deployed by working on something else. Where's that library? So this one, yeah. Yeah, great, okay. Hopefully that should be fine. And then, yeah, this should provide us the props necessary. So this one should work. Crap, fuck. We forgot this guy as well, I think. Yeah, we did. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Oh crap, actually, wait. Because we need the input error as well, right? If I go to some of my other core inputs that I built, right? Each one of them follows the same structure. So we have the input error as well that we're kind of missing here, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's good that I just realized that, right? So actually, if I go to my other input, what is the error in this context? It's a string. I see. Okay, so we'll replicate that same shit here. So we'll go over here. And actually, just to preserve the interface of all of the other, just to respect the interface, because this is my core library, it's open source as well. I'll do something like that, I suppose. Okay. Sure. All right, cool. That's good. That's very good. Okay, let's write a story here with an error. Invalid date and time, whatever. I don't know. We just need something to visualize. Let's go back here. Okay. With a header. Interesting. Nice. 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 The asterisk is there. All right, that follows the pattern of all of other inputs and the interface as well. Very good. I like that a lot. Very, very, very good. Okay, cool. Very good. Great. Let's run the tests here. All right, cool. All right. Okay, that covers them all, yes. All right, superb. This is very good. Very, very good. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, so the previous version is deployed. That's going to get deployed now as well. This is a little bit weird, though, that this... yeah, I'm not so sure. It doesn't seem to work. Programmer network Yale. Programmer network Yale is here, right? Yes, that should in theory work. Yeah. Oh, I see. This is why, man. Most likely. And now he's gonna fart out and stuff. I see. All right, well, I think this was still a very good idea. I'll comment this out for now, and it's 100% worth fixing. We just need to make sure that these dependencies can in fact be actually resolved. Right now they can't. I'll do that in my own time. So let's leave it for now. All right. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's some weird sizing there. Oh shit. How do I min with max maybe? Crap. Class maybe. Custom input. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Shit. So that's what I actually wanted to do. That is very good. Okay. Ah, this is a clone. Okay, so it's gonna clone it. We can't do that, no. Man, how the hell do we make the input bigger? Okay, that's how. Okay, good. Cool. Well, all right, fellas. I think everybody became very quiet, which means it's very late, which means it's time that we stop the stream. Let's see if there's anyone with any questions. I'm very happy to answer. Otherwise, let's go sleep. Let's see if there's anybody. I'll just wait a little bit to see if there's anyone with anything. Otherwise, we meet each other again another time. La 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 la. No, I don't want to do that. Give me a sec. La 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 la. All right, I'll just wait a minute to see if there's anybody with anything. All right, I guess that's a no. Good night, everybody, for those of you who are still here. And I'll catch you up most likely tomorrow, if you're around. Peace out, everybody.